No, she will survive. She's home.
I will survive. I will.
I'm a survivor.
Oh my gosh. Hello, everyone. Hello. Let's see. Let's put the chat on. Let me put the chat on here so we can see anyone that comes up.
Yay!
Um,
Yawning now. Sorry.
I tell you, hi Stephanie, hi. People are coming on. So sorry, it was later than it said on the thing. That was totally
I
just
loved a bit of your energy.
Pardon?
I feel like when you were just connected in then and giving like thanks at your home, I feel like I've taken on some of that. Oh, I've got really like. Oh. I was gonna like. Whoosh. Oh, can I try and find my energy now? Where have you gone? Oh God, you're
I just want to say I have never lent into gratitude so much as I've lent into gratitude today. Like literally this morning. Well, just now.
Yeah.
Like, just let me get the chat up on here so we can see. And I wonder if the lovely ladies that I met this morning at the Luxury Candle Company. Hi, Karen's on the group. Hello. Honestly, we've been like the rain today. Right. Please tell us if you're on here and you are like caught in the rain, everywhere around you is full of rain. Let us know what the weather situation is down, because we've got like two conflicting ones, haven't we, Emma, with your son where he is?
Yeah, so like where we are, everything's flooding. And then like my son is down in like Devon, Sullican Way, and just blue skies, so sunny. It's like middle of summer. I'm like, well done, Seb. He's obviously got himself the collective energy down there is obviously banding, whereas we're all contracting here.
Yeah, like so we went to this morning, me and Emma were supposed to go to a candle company. Anyway, Emma just couldn't get out from where you were living, were you? There was just no way.
No, we just the roads were blocked with floods and cars stuck. Then I went an alternative and the same thing. And then I was like, every minute I drive is adding another minute on. I'm stuck in a time warp. What's going on? I've been traveling for 2 hours. I'm no closer. How does that even work? And then I was like, I'm gonna turn around, because there's a huge, I want to say puddle, but it was like a river ahead.
Yeah.
And I see like, like the big Arctic trucks just going through.
Yeah.
Struggling. I was like, I'm never getting through because I've got my son's car. I'm never getting through in this little car. So I was like, no, I'm just going to turn around and come home. Yeah, I just don't think I'd have got there, and I'd have damaged the car. And sometimes you just like, and actually, like, how many of us actually have been in that situation where we felt I have to get method, beautiful Ange. Sorry, Angela, I'm on this. And like literally, we felt the pressure, haven't we, to go against our gut instincts and go against the grain, and then we've ended up in trouble. Whereas today, like, I was just like, no, I'm just going to turn around. I didn't have a view either way. My body didn't feel different. It didn't feel anxious. I didn't feel like I was letting anybody down. I just knew that everything's aligned and not about it. Clearly, no. However, now she was not there, and then she obviously had to try and get home. So maybe she had the stress and worry and panic of getting back
and getting wet. And I have to say, it was an incredible morning at this candle company and I've literally got all the candle holders that are incredible. So thank you. But literally, where this warehouse was, it was in the middle of Derbyshire, and it was like on this farm industrial. It wasn't a industrial estate. It's a really beautiful like space with like units on, but it was in the middle. It was in farmer territory. Like the roads were just like farm roads. And I literally drove out, and I must have gone every which way, and every way that I come to seemed to just be a river. And I just remember I could just hear my husband's like voice in my head going, you can't drive through water because like it will go into the engine and it will flood the engine. And I just had this voice and I had to go, stop it, like this, like push that out. And it was just everywhere I was going. And I know like the old me would literally be in that state of going, I'm never going to get out this. I'm never going to get out this. I'm going to be late. I've got things to do. I've got things to be like, it's never going to work out. Like,
I'm going to have to stay the night in my
yeah, I was thinking, do I go back to the thing? I was like, literally, but this time I was just like, you know what? And I stopped and I was like, please, guides, please hire yourself, please, please, please. I know that you're taking me whatever way, whatever reason I am in this predicament, maybe to slow my journey down. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If it's protecting me, if you're watching out for me, thank you. And I will take this and I'm going to just take out the stress of where I need to be. And I was just like, right, I said, but please, please help me, help my car get through this, because I know that we can. I know that we can. I know we're going to find a right way just to take me to a motorway, take me to a motorway. So I was driving around and I was just giving so much gratitude to my car. I was giving, and every time we went through the puddle, I was like, thank you, car. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Like, at least I'm dry in this car. We're going to get through. And just kept saying that all over again and just kept saying it and leaning more into it. And every time I came to like a dead end and a new like puddle, like a river, I was like, right, okay. And I just said, just take me. I'm just going to follow this road. Take me to where I need to be. And literally we just rode and we got to like a motorway road. You know, the roads where you see like the green signs and you're like, and I was just like, thank you. Thank you. And it was a real test. And I had just this overwhelming appreciation for my car, for the wheels on my car, for seeing the road signs with the green. And I actually verbally said it in my car. I was like, wow, thank you for bringing me to the main road. Thank you for taking me all out of that I didn't need to strand my car. I didn't need to phone anyone. Like, I've literally come out and I'm here and I'm on this road. And there was a bit of traffic on the way. And then on the way back, I was like, please, I'm really hungry. Like, honestly, I could feel myself like wilting away. And there was like, da-da-da, Starbucks, da-da-da. I was like, great, I need a Starbucks. Went in there, got something really quickly to eat. And I was like, then my petrol gauge went on, and I was like, oh, please, like, send me a petrol station. There was a sign. And I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you. And that was my journey back. And then I was just on the phone to my husband because I was going to go to the gym this afternoon. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, I've got to get on this call and I've got to like it was all just fun. And I was like, no. Now that you're safe, don't go back into ungratitude. Does that make sense? Now that you've got through it, really stay in that vibration. And I just had to like center myself before we came on this call, just being like, bringing back the feeling when I got actually onto the road. And I was like, no, just take a breath and just be in that appreciation and that gratitude. And here I am. And here I am. But through that time, through that journey, I just had like lots of like incredible downloads.
I like that for driving sometimes. Just being in your own thoughts and just allowing those messages to come through. And just, it's understanding to acknowledge them though, isn't it, sometimes as well?
Yeah. And like, thank you for taking me on this path. Because we don't know. Maybe my whole journey was put back because it was protecting me.
Yeah.
Not making me late.
And this is a thing, I think, like, we don't know when we're in situations if it's good news or bad news, do we? We just don't know because we don't know the alternative outcome. But we always assume it is the bad point. Oh my gosh, look what's happened to me. Oh my gosh, I'm in this. Oh my gosh. But actually, like you said, there's more forces at play. Like, it is just being, like you said, just in that place of, you know what, thank you for keeping me where I am, because maybe I needed to stay here. Stay here. And actually, it's the same for me this morning. Like, when I set off, and obviously I hit traffic, and I did set off a little bit late. And I was like, do you know what? No, thank you, because the road's closed now. So I can't actually get there, because if I'd have got there, I would not have got home.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, all the roads in and out of where we're meant to be I wouldn't have got back. So I'm like, no, do you know what? Just got to surrender to
Mm,
our actions, haven't we? And just give thanks. And that's why we're here today, to talk about gratitude and the power of it. And, being in our cars, even in the traffic, I'm like, wow, I'm dry, I'm warm, I'm having a chat with Najwa. I was like, actually, this is like wow, I've got a coffee. Do you know what I mean? I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Everything around my surroundings was perfect.
mm,
Focused at all at any minute on the traffic I was in and the time it was. It's just about staying in that place of gratitude, and that connection to it and how it makes you feel
mm.
lot stronger than when you're in that place of, oh my gosh, I'm stuck in traffic. I'm never going to get there, Najwa. I'm never going to find it. Like, literally, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Mm,
completely different energy, isn't it? And
yeah.
this today to talk about gratitude and the importance of it, and the importance of how, when you connect to it, the outcome, like the changes in your body, the way you feel in your mind, everything, it just lifts your outcome completely.
Mm, it really does. And do you know, a lovely lady in our group, Ilvana, she shared with us that 6 minutes of gratitude a day actually improves your immune system by 50%.
Wow. Well,
Like,
be getting any colds.
like honestly, like how incredible. So I was listening to Dolores Cannon, and she was talking about, like, when we talk about the universe is within us. So when we manifest, when we ask, when we connect, like, it's, we are God is creator, we are all of that, we're part of that same consciousness. And when we look at and when we understand that the universe is within us, okay, the universe is within us. So when we give thanks and when we show gratitude to our heart, to our liver, to our stomach, what
Yeah.
actually, when we say these things to the universe or out loud, like thank you, they love to hear this. The universe loves to hear this appreciation. So when you start saying it to the parts of your body, and like thank you for, like, when we like hate our stomach and we hate our, like, we criticize this, it's almost like thorns start to be created within our system. Like all these negative feelings are like thorns, okay, and it manifests in pains, in aches, and something that will really keep reminding us of those words that we spoke about our body. She says, but once you start to say, like, thank you heart, oh my gosh, thank you stomach, thank you for digesting my food, thank you legs for carrying me every day to take my son, to be fit enough to take my dog for a walk. What happens there is like a chemistry, okay? It's like a chemistry between you and your words and what the universe inside feels. And it starts to feel in that loving place. And it's like us, if we're in a relationship, if we're in a loving relationship and we've got loving friends, what we do is we start to, like, bloom. It's like a child when it's got a loving environment, when it's nurtured, cared for, they start to bloom. And this is what happens internally within ourselves when we look within and we start showing gratitude for every little bit that we do and everything that's been brought to us. Everything starts to bloom. So everything that you want to manifest, the universe within you, the power within you, the energy within you, starts to create more of this chemistry with your thoughts. And that starts creating it with your feelings. So when you feel more and more into that gratitude, the feelings start to get stronger. It's like when you build a muscle and you work a muscle and it gets stronger and it gets stronger and it's stronger. That is exactly the same with the energy around gratitude that you show to yourself. Even on those times when you feel like you've got nothing, like nothing's gone right in that day, there is always something, the health of your body, the food that you're able to cook, picking your child up from school when a lot of mothers are working that they can't, like all them little things you start, it will naturally start to magnetize and it will start to override other things that you maybe have overlooked, you know? And just like everything, I'm grateful that Emma didn't come. Not that I didn't want her with me to see these, but I'm grateful.
Hey,
But I'm grateful that she didn't get stuck, because in the car that she was, like, it wouldn't have been good, you know, and it wouldn't have been. So I'm like grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you that happened. Thank you that we've made relationships with somebody and given us great ideas for our candles, and like just taking it again on a completely new direction. So because of that gratitude that I felt on the way to the candle place, the universe had already lined up the path of abundance in front, and already created a path of wealth revenue coming in that exceeded what we first thought.
yeah, it's so true. And this is why, like, when we have those feelings inside our bodies of worry, self-doubt, you know, we're trying to imagine ourselves being you know, financial freedom, having the relationships we want, having the health we like, but there's that niggle inside our bodies, and we just can't shift it. We just can't change, even though we're trying to think, no, the outcome will be good. Every part of our being is like feeling anxious about it and nervous. And what happens is the universe feels it, it responds to that feeling. So it brings more of that into you. But how do you actually change that feeling? And this is where gratitude comes in. Because once you start, like Najwa said, you start to think about what you already have and give thanks for that, your whole body changes. It changes its chemistry, it changes the way it feels. And again, you know, just being thankful for the health that you do have. So maybe you do have an illness, but actually maybe you've got your sight, you've got your smell, you've got your, you know, you can hear every sound, you can taste, you can touch. Like, it's about really being grateful for the you do have, no matter when you feel you've got nothing, you know. And when you start giving thanks for that and really, really feeling grateful and thank you, thank you, thank you for that, feeling it in your body, that feeling of what you don't have starts to subside, and you start to connect with everything wonderful in your life and that feeling. And this is when the universe responds, and it starts to give you more of that feeling. So that's why your health will improve, because you're giving thanks for everything you have, everything that is healthy. And that feeling in your body is in that gratitude, in that love, and in that thank you energy.
Yeah.
So the universe will give you more of that. So you'll start to get healthier. And it's anything, whether it's you're lacking relationships, they'll get stronger. Or whether you feel you know you don't have enough money to do the things you want to do. When you look at what you don't have, that feeling, it's not good. And all you're doing is creating more of that feeling, which is not enough. Whereas when you see what you've got and you're thankful for that, the universe will provide you with more. And I think it is, like, when I've been listening to some stuff, it's actually written in the Bible somewhere that no matter what you have, I mean, obviously it's in more terminology than how I'm going to say it. Thy will, not earth. But it's like, no matter what you have, if you show gratitude for it, God is saying, I will give you abundance of that. I will give you so much more. But if you're not grateful for what you have, you will not have anything. You know. And again, when we start to look deeper into gratitude, like, or like everybody that's anybody that is like living your ideal dream life and they're still doing it now, they will show gratitude. And it's even like going back to like Einstein, he showed gratitude every single day for the people that had come before him and showed their teachings. And look what he was able to create, you know. That's because he gave gratitude to people that had taught him beforehand. And that's the thing for Najwa and I, since we have been expressing gratitude and giving thanks for everything that we're reading, all the teachings we're absorbing, like, more has come flooding into our realm, more ideas, more teachings to look into, more ways to serve. Like, it is because we're giving thanks. And like now, before she even set off today on her journey, and I was the same. Like we both said, actually, collectively, we're up this morning doing different things, and literally, like the weather's been like, it has been heavy, heavy rain, and it would have been like, oh my gosh, today's awful. Look at the weather. But Najwa and I have both gone, do you know what? Actually, just thank you, thank you, thank you for all this beautiful rain, because we need it. Our bodies are made up of, like, I can't remember percentage of water. It's like 70 odd percent of water.
Yeah.
You know, like we need water to drink. We need water to harvest our food. We need water to feed animals. You know, that obviously, like every part of our world needs water. And many countries that don't have it, that are so desperate for it. And here we are being served it in an abundance, an absolute abundance, more than we could ever imagine coming in, just coming down. It's still coming down.
Yeah.
And I think, like you said, it hasn't affected our day. Our day's turned out pretty perfect. You know, we've both had good experiences in different ways. And ultimately, it has led us, like, to feel, I don't know, how do you feel? I feel really calm, heart-centered today. I haven't felt like off balance. Do you know what I mean? How have you felt today with everything, even though everything you've gone through?
I've it's me, like before we came on, I just fell further into gratitude feeling. I just fell further and further. Like my husband's gone to pick my son up. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not been like I've come back here and yeah, I'm like, oh, I wanted maybe like the day to go a little bit different. Like obviously we were supposed to be here at 2:00 and I'm really conscious about things like that. I don't like, you know, we've put on there, I was thinking, has anyone like put their clock to 2:00 and they fitted us in? That was in my mind to do. But sometimes situations, if they're out of your control, I've learned now, leaning into the gratitude of the reason why it's happened, that I just felt like calmer. I've just really pushed myself. And this comes with like training yourself, just pushing further into that gratitude and not going into the lack side of what you're not going to be able to do.
Yeah, it's so true, because then guess what? You just attract more situations of what you're not going to be able to do.
Yeah.
But you know it, you feel like you're stuck in that. But we're here to show you you don't have to be. And
No.
just practicing gratitude and understanding it, you can disconnect from those feelings of lack and those negative thoughts and start connecting in with more of what you want. And do you know what? Actually, I was listening to something today, and we might talk about this tomorrow a little bit more. I need to just talk to you about it, actually. But it's like the energy of love. Okay. So we've got to stop talking about the things we don't like. How many of us meet up and we have those conversations, like, and we talk about the things that aren't going right in our lives? Oh, well, you know, this happened and that happened. How many of us meet up and actually talk about the things that we love? You know, like when you meet up with a friend, do you actually tell them everything that's going on in your life that you love? You know, because we don't do it. Sometimes we don't even acknowledge what those things are. Or why don't we talk about the things that we do love all the time? And again, it's connecting with that love energy, because that is the most powerful energy of all. And I did wonder whether we should talk about a bit more about that tomorrow. Oh, who's on? Oh, no.
Oh, sorry. I just like, yeah, sorry.
I shall get. Who's on? Maybe we'll talk about the power of love energy tomorrow. But it all works in sync and in harmony. And the first step to really changing your outcome, it is gratitude. It is gratitude. And I remember practicing gratitude when I first started my journey, and then looking at where I've come. Like you said, when you get to a certain point and you feel good, that's when you still keep doing it. That's when I stopped doing it quite as much.
Yes.
I'd always give thanks for certain things because they're in my and this is why we've come on. This is why we're starting the quantum teachings, because it's really important for consistency. Like on anybody doing the work, being consistent, that's what brings change. And when you don't stop, when you stop, then you end up going back.
So true.
Stop, then all that lack, everything seeps back in, you know. And that's why you sometimes see people that make it and then lose everything, you know. because they've stopped doing what they started doing to get there in the first place.
Yes.
You know, then it becomes like a given and taken for granted.
Yeah.
But food is it is the key, it's the starting point to success.
It is. And that's why if you watch any like entrepreneur, like podcasts, or
Mm,
you look about, ask about their journey, and any of the great pioneers, they know when they've slipped out of gratitude, everything slipped away, because you do that. It's very easy to slip out and just be so focused and unaware of like where it's gone. You become unaware of getting into your car and saying, thank you, car, for getting to me where I am. You lose these practices because it's almost like being used. Like if you've ever been that friend, or you've ever been with a partner who's just been there, like used you, or been there for a reason, and then you feel used, and then what they've needed, they've received from you and then gone on. Well, that's how you have to feel around the energy and around the universe. The universe is there to answer everything. The universe is like, your guides are there to serve you, and the universe can't say no. Do you know what I mean? It is there to give you what you need. But then when you take it and there's no gratitude there, you've almost like severed the connection.
yeah.
You've severed the connection with what you've been gifted.
Yeah, no, it's so true. And it's like when you look at areas of your life that you perhaps feel aren't doing as well, the areas that you've neglected to create gratitude in. So like if your financials aren't quite as good, maybe you've not appreciated all the times that you have had money in your account, not appreciated all the times you've been able to go to the shop and actually have money to spend on whatever it is, whether it's food, clothes, shopping, whatever. And so look at the areas of your life that you feel. And is anybody on with us at the minute, Najwa?
Yeah, we've got a few people on. Yeah, we have.
Tell us the areas that you feel you want to bring more abundance into.
Yes. Yeah, this would be so interesting.
Is it health? Is it finances? Let us know, because they're the areas to focus on with gratitude.
Yeah, please let us know. Hi, Joanna. Hi, Jenny, Holly, Amy. So, yeah, please just share with us what area it is.
You look different today, Najwa. I don't know what it is.
In what way?
In a really good way.
Do I?
Yeah, you look like don't know, you just look like, not that you don't anyway, just really sexy. I don't know what it is.
I don't know, you just made me feel emotional then.
Yeah, like honestly, just really like yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I feel really mesmerised, like looking at you like, what's going on there? Then you just slicked your hair back and rolled it to the side. Like, oh, what is this? And then before you had it a bit like this, I was like, yeah, just something, I don't know what it is. Like, you said to me the other day, you look really clear.
Yeah.
Really like clear, like I feel like you're ready for your TV show.
Oh, do you know what, Emma? I have to say, I feel that about you. I can't stop looking at you.
Maybe we're leveling up.
We're falling in love.
Thank you. But you know what it is? Maybe it's because we're showing gratitude to ourselves. Like I am actually saying to myself and giving thanks. When I wash my face?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for my beautiful face. Thank you so much for my beautiful eyes. So much for my beautiful nose. Thank you so much for my lips. And like I haven't, like, we don't always express that or talk that way to ourselves, do we?
No.
Really talk to yourself how you deserve to be spoken to. Like everybody should be doing that in the morning, saying thank you for my beautiful face, thank you for my beautiful everything, nose, eyes, ears, hands, just thank you. And just giving thanks like that. So maybe we are like shifting stuff because the universe is going, yeah, you're thanking me for all this beauty, so I have some more. Come on. Stuff at you.
I do think it is that, but the thing is, our pure love, Becky's self-love and love with others, 100%. Like, and this has been about self-belief as well. Like every time that you've that you've done something and you feel good about it, that's the self-belief that you've had, and show gratitude to that. And you know what's just coming to my head? And I know that some people might go, oh, how can I do that? But even when you get a bill, right?
Yeah.
Even if you get a bill, honestly, before you open it, if you see electricity, thank you, thank you, thank you that I have electricity in my house. I appreciate it so much, because our perception of what's in there, or maybe you just don't know. If you're showing that gratitude and you put that energy out, it could be less than you thought it was. It could be putting you on a different, it could be anything. Okay. And I promise, if you can manifest in anything into your life, you can manifest things changing and taking a different path. Okay. When you feel like, how am I going to pay this? Just say, thank you so much that I'm going to find a way to be able to sort these payments out. I'm going to be able to sort that debt out. I'm going to put myself on a payment plan. Thank you so much. Like, how good does it feel when you're able to do something and pay it over a payment plan, and it's just taken that pressure off you? Like,
so true. And the universe, you know, is always giving us, like, I was listening to this the other day, always giving us like little signals when to show gratitude. So, like, every time you see like a police car, it's like a reminder to say thank you that I'm safe. Thank you for where I am, and that
wow.
I'm protected, and you know, I'm always protected and safe. And when we see like an ambulance, it's like thank you for the health I have. You know, all these little things all the time. There's loads more, and I just found it really fascinating to listen to, because I thought, yeah, the universe is prompting us for gratitude all the time.
Mm.
And I do that a lot. Whenever I see an ambulance,
Yeah.
I am always like, oh my gosh, I hope that person's okay. Sending love. But then I'm like, thank you for, like, everyone's safe. Thank you, everyone's okay. It does make me realize how lucky I am, because somebody's having to receive that ambulance,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm not. So it's
Yeah.
like, thank you, you know. So the universe, and there's so much more that we're obviously in the quantum teachings. Gives us prompts for everything all the time. All the time. You see certain people doing a certain thing or acting a certain way, it's a prompt for you to show gratitude. Like,
It is.
there's hundreds of them, so they're all in the quantum teachings too.
Yeah, it is. And if you're there wondering, like, well, how can I do this? Like, how? Because we understand accountability and we understand consistency. And that's been one of our biggest things about staying positive, staying in the energy of gratitude. It's having, like, me and Emma are so lucky that we have each other, that we have, like, if one of us feels like we're dipping, because we're all like, we're spiritual beings, but we're still having this human experience. We're still in this world where things come up. And if one of us feels like that we're dipping, then the other one's there to help us rise. And we always have this beautiful balance between us. And what we feel with the quantum teachings is that we want to bring this into our community. We want everybody in our community to have a place where they're kept accountable, where they're kept, where they've got people that will understand their situations in their life, that things that come up. Okay. We've all been there in this community. We are all from different backgrounds. We all have different visions. We all have different dreams and desires. But I do believe the one thing that we do all have in common is that we want to have that peace. We want to step into that gratitude. We want to understand how to, like all the greats before us, how do we keep consistently in there, because we've seen it work. And we've had those glimpses in our life where we've really, really concentrated on it, and we've really focused on something, and we have seen it come through. We have all had that something in our life that's been like, wow, oh my God, this work.
Yeah. No, it is, and it is. And shall we connect into that energy now a little bit?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, everybody just think of something. So, for example, I want you to think of something that you are really grateful for in this moment. So, and again, this works well with what we did yesterday. So, if you really want a new car, I want you to think about the car you already have. Okay. And if you're wanting, you know, you've not had a car before, but you want one, think about how you've been able to get places and give thanks. Have you been able to catch a bus? Have you been able to jump on a train? Have you been able to walk? Have you been able to cycle? So things where you want to improve your life. And again, with health. So say, for example, you know, a part of you is unhealthy. I want you to focus on the parts that are healthy now. Focus on what you have. So that one thing that you desire most and you want to bring into your life, I want you to focus on what you already have around that. So again, if it's financials and you never feel like you have enough to do anything, I want you to focus on the fact that you've been able to pay the bills that you've been able to pay. Or maybe think about the fact that you've been able to have hot water, about the fact that you have got a roof over your head. Maybe think about the fact that actually you have money in your account to buy food. Or maybe think about the fact that, you know, you have people around you that can support you. Maybe if you have to, that there are food banks around for us to go to, you know, like whatever situation you're in, I want you to think about what you have, okay? And that you're grateful for, because somebody out there will not have that. Yeah, and they would love that. So I want you to really connect in now. And I want everyone just to put in the chat, if you can, before we start, like either put in what you're grateful for or just put an emoji in there to let us know that you've thought of something.
Yeah. Karen says, I always say thank you for my boys returning home wherever they have been. That's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. Like my trip now today, and he's heading back from Snowdonia, and we have had a message to say, you know, bus is on the way, it all looks good. And I'm like, thank you for bringing my son home safe. Well, getting sunburned.
Thank you that he's in that beautiful weather.
That's it.
Isn't it? Thank you that he's in that beautiful weather. Thank you that he's enjoying it. And thank you that your other son's on the way home and safe.
You know, so
thank you, sweetheart. Let us know. Just put an emoji.
Yeah.
Just something that, like, honestly, I've got such thanks for my car. My car, I feel, has been that warrior, has been that almost like, he's like, I feel like my car, like Archangel Michael has just been all over my car today. Like, I feel like he's just covered it in his blue protective energy all around and just kept me safe. Like, there was not 1 minute in my car that I felt unsafe. I didn't feel unsafe at all.
Yeah, no. And I think I'm giving thanks for my home today, because yesterday, like literally, I've removed loads of furniture. There's just piles of stuff like piled high. Like literally, I had a big Welsh dresser in the kitchen, and I just thought, no, I don't like. I've decided it's not, like, someone gifted it me, and it was lovely, and I'm grateful and thank you for it. But actually, it was time to release it. But inside it, oh my gosh, I had so many glasses, and they're all just in my kitchen now. Like, you can't even make a cup of tea because there's that many glasses there. But do you know what? I'm just like yesterday, I was like, my house is upside down. I was like, I'm gonna have to spend all week getting this back to normality. Today I'm just like, no, I'm so thankful that, like, I've got a roof over my head and I'm dry and I'm warm, and yeah, and actually I'm really thankful I can potter around and just put everything in a new place and have this opportunity to declutter, because I know the next week I'm going to be like, wow, I mean, look at this, it's shiny. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm grateful for still being able to have a job interview this morning whilst I'm ill with COVID. Oh, that's amazing. Like, you still got that opportunity. And how have we been in a situation we woke up and maybe tried to self-sabotage ourselves, and something's come up and we'll go, look, I can't do it now. Look, I can't do it now. But look, you're showing gratitude that you were still able to do that this morning, even though you've been really ill.
Yeah, it's amazing. So now I want you to just close your eyes, everybody, and just put your hands on your heart space. And I want you to take a breath, okay, through your mouth, right? I want you to take a breath through your mouth. And as you breathe in, I want you to feel that air. Feel that breath in your mouth. And I want you to give thanks for that breath. Give thanks that you're able to breathe this air. Give thanks that this breath, this air is in your body, allowing you to breathe, allowing you to be here, you know, and that your body, like, it can breathe this air in and take it to your brain and circulate it all around your body. You know, this air is precious. Like, give thanks that we woke up this morning and we had breath, you know. Like, just remember just how valuable you are and how valuable each breath of air is. Okay. So I just want you to take a nice breath in. You can breathe through your nose or your mouth. Just feel that breath. Just let that breath out. And as you let that breath out, I want you to say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And really just connect in with the thanks that you've been gifted this breath today, you know. Thank you, thank you. And I want you to think now about that one thing that you've chosen that you're so grateful for. And I want you to really connect in with it now and just give thanks. You know, for me, it's my home. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And think about all the privileges it provides you with. Warmth, dryness, you know. So have a little think what your thing is and how it's helped you and how you're grateful for that, no matter what it is. And just sit with that now. Sit with that feeling of thanks. Thank you that I've had this. Thank you that this is in my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Think of all the ways it's helped you. Just connect into that energy of thanks. Just really sit with that beautiful feeling. And then I want you just back to that breath. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this beautiful breath. And I want you to go back into that one thing that you're giving thanks for. And I want you now just to allow it to expand into how it's helped you even more, you know, how it's so, like with my house, like, thank you for keeping me warm and dry, but also thank you for providing me with a safe place to bring my family up, for us all to connect, for us all to enjoy. Okay. And again, I want you to just feel into that even deeper, like bring more gratitude, like really think about the ways it's helped you and it's still helping you now. Like, give thanks for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just whenever you're ready, just connect back into your breath. Feel that beautiful air in your chest, in your lungs. Just give thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you that I'm able to take this beautiful breath. Thank you. And then just whenever you're ready, just come back to Najwa and I. And just let us know in the comments how it's made you feel. Like, for me, when I practice gratitude, I always feel calmer. I always feel
Yeah.
I always feel more love in the space that I'm in. You know, let us know how you feel.
Yeah, please let us know. Hi, Princess.
Hello.
Gratitude is so important. Yeah, let us know how you're feeling.
Yeah.
Let us know. Glowing. Oh, amazing, Becky. Thank you.
Can you see that feeling of connecting into that calmness that it brings you, that enjoyment? You're connecting now with the universe to bring more of that feeling into your body. And
Mm.
I could feel how I feel now permanently. I would be so, like, that is an amazing thing.
Yeah.
And this is what gratitude does. It creates that for you, because you can have that. You
Yeah.
can have that feeling permanently. It's just about connecting and being consistent with it.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with holding that gratitude. There's nothing like when I think sometimes when people say, like, you know, thank you, it's almost like because people get caught up in what's happening in their life, and if they're talking to someone that things aren't going so great, and they turn up and you're talking to your friend going, God, I'm so grateful for this, I'm so grateful for that, it can come in as like the opposite when you're talking to someone that doesn't feel that.
Okay.
You know, you can feel like saying that you're grateful to someone that doesn't feel in that, it's almost like you feel uncomfortable to say it, you know, but be authentic in what you want to say, because I promise you, whoever you're talking to, if they're not feeling in that space, all you have to do is plant the seed. When you're with them, is just plant that seed of, because they'll notice how different you turn up to things, or how, and if they see you consistently doing that, this is all a ripple effect. This is all a ripple effect. Imagine going to them places where you're always worried that the service that you're going to get. But imagine, because you've been in that space of gratitude, it's rubbed off onto them. They've gone home, treated their family different. When you look at it in a picture like that and you practice it consistently, it will spread. If you're on here and a healer or in that space, it's not just within the confines of your session, it has to flow out as well. It has to be in those spaces. And once you keep doing that, okay, and once you are doing this all the time, and it is practice, it is practice. And we don't want to say we're looking through rose tinted glasses all the time and everything's like being like a, you know, singing in the hills. But we want to create that space like we have done yesterday and today, where we're actually going to hold these spaces to stay there, because what's happening in the world is incredible. So when we look at entrepreneurs, when we look at, like, at the time of Bob Proctor being like at the height, and he was alive, and obviously with Dolores Cannon, there was only like a few percent of the world that truly practiced these practices, okay, and that were successful in their parts of their life. But now the percentage is growing. The reason being because the ripple effect from all these teachings are becoming more and more magnified now, and becoming more and more, because the consciousness is rising. Whatever's happened in the last 3 years has been a massive turning point in people's awareness with actually how they're controlling their environment and how they want to bring their empowerment back. But because we work within the quantum, okay, because everything that we do, all the teachings that we're learning, we are channeling this through quantum energy. We are channeling through quantum practices. And so the teachings that we're learning from these greats, yeah, we are literally connecting that with being in the quantum. We are connecting it with understanding the quantum energy, how it's infused with this. And now these practices that we're going into, we are feeling the effects quicker and more intense. So we know this percentage of people that are becoming successful and are really stepping into their power, really becoming in their own space, that is growing now. That is growing now. So the expansion is really happening. So that's why we need to create a space where we are consistently doing this,
Yeah, just consistently expanding our lives, constantly bringing all the good stuff in.
Yeah, we are.
So tomorrow we are here at 8 a.m. So
Yeah.
I might not look so made up tomorrow.
So bring a cuppa.
Yeah, bring a cuppa. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a nice cup of coffee tomorrow morning.
Yeah, bring a cuppa with you, because we're going to delve into love, and
Yeah.
we're going to delve into authenticity as well, and really, really hold the space for you in those feelings too. Because we all know feeling that love, when we change things around and show that love and show that compassion, it can make a real, real difference to how we want to look at the world and how we want the world to look at us and feel about us and feel about what our intentions are, you know?
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. So,
I know. Thank you.
and thank you for being here with us. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your evening, and everything you do, be thankful. Like, thankful I can make these footsteps. Thank you, I can put my kettle on. Thank you for my cup of tea. Just be in that energy of thanks and gratitude. And it's surprising how much you realize your life's already abundant.
It is. It really is. It's so true. It's so true. But thank you for taking time out of your day to come and be with us and sit in this space. And we'll just be relieving more and more about what the quantum teachings is and how to be a part of this, and actually what we've got in store and really what we want to bring to everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Love you, Princess. Oh, Princess says she loves your headband. Mwah. She just,
it's like my crown.
I know. She says, since your last workshop, I've been so in line with everything. I've got 2 new job offers, and I believe it because of connection with my higher self. Thank you, ladies. Woo! Oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, this is incredible. This is it. Honestly.
Quantumized.
Listen, just after 2 days of consistently being in gratitude, like, days just get better and better and better. By Sunday, by day 4, honestly, if you're consistently on here with us, going through all of this, things are going to start to change. Your chemicals in your body are starting to change. I promise you.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.